All right, all right. Okay, so I have a lot to say. My mind is all over the place from overanalyzing my analytics. When it comes down to this AI, artificial intelligence era that we are in, it is very interesting how far we have come as a society, as human beings, and the fact that once again, people fear what they do not understand. Now, a person like myself, I will tell you from my own mouth that even I am so sick and tired of hearing this AI chat GPT, I would say buzzword, because that's what we are all fueled by these days, which is buzzwords, things that are quote unquote popping in the news feeds. But if we go back in time, I was just speaking to my cousin not too long ago about this entire idea of pay for play. Used to be payola. Well, not used to be, it's still somewhat effective. Payola in the music industry. We have now crossed over genres. Do I want to call it genres? Well, we have now crossed over into the content creator realm of pay for play, pay to be seen, pay to be liked. Literally, where I've stated before in one of my past podcasts about how robot technology, the attack of the robots and people faking the funk, faking it until they make it. At this point, I believe that we are all just buying time, buying views, even if you intend to or not. You see, people, they believe that in order for them to get ahead, they have to pay for ads. Anybody can buy ads now. Before it used to, you had to prove that you had a business. You had to prove that you were in Google business in order to pay for ads. You had to be verified as a business in order to pay for ads. Now anybody can pay for ads. You see, these algorithms and data is what it all comes down to. Which is why when we merge into this technology phase, more and more people who do not understand how to use the World Wide Web, who do not know how to use social media, who do not know how to read analytics and data, are the ones that are going to be left behind. Because at the end of the day, people have businesses. They have content that they want to be seen. People's hopes and dreams are literally weighing on this opportunity of being involved with big tech. A couple of months ago, the conversation was about the metaverse. Everything was about the metaverse. If you did not have knowledge of the metaverse and operating with AR and VR technology, you weren't going anywhere. But people are opportunists. They preyed on the fact that a lot of people had no knowledge on this space. Some people even went out here and took money that was sent to them from the government during the pandemic to invest into virtual reality devices so that they can get their first taste of what exactly the metaverse, quote unquote, is. People have developed businesses and side hustles and developing avatars as well as avatar merch. People were learning different graphic design software in order to create virtual worlds and spaces, even down to the avatars and their merch and their builds, even down to decorating virtual worlds of so much geometrics that is needed to be a creator. This is what happened. Now, a couple of months after that became the NFT craze. Now everybody and their mother wanted to get involved with NFTs, which are non-fungible tokens. They understood the concept, but they didn't understand the community behind it, and that's why a lot of projects failed. These projects suddenly became scams. Everything is a scam when you don't make money in it. We get that. But last but not least, when Clubhouse came out, came this big inundation of applications that needed to have drop-in audio and drop-in audio feeds. These are the things that were created. So Clubhouse created this idea of we can create a business with just our voices and our minds. We didn't need the fancy tech in order to have live streams. This was the live stream. People were creating communities and everything like that. But still, Discord was still around. And then everybody started copying off of everybody. So now Clubhouse is desolate. It is a dead app, quote unquote, even though people still use it, just like people still use Snapchat. But each app has features that are necessary in order for businesses to run. Snapchat with the location features. You see, being geotagged or having a business that was based off of a hyper local was it. It was the it factor. You were the shit factor because you knew where your audience was from. You knew where your customers were from. You know where consumers are from. Just the overall data alone integrated with maps is why Snapchat still stays on top. Low key, but on top. Facebook at the end of the day is only good for one thing, and that is data. You run an ad, it gets views, it gets impressions, it gets reach. You got data. People would pay for that particular data based on what you ran your ad on, based off of. So no matter what you say, no matter what you think, no matter what you do, you will not be able to escape the technology that is coming. Because even this morning when I had a conversation with my father, he says to me, the villains, the people that we are at war with, in every single type of lifespan, empire span, is all about technology. Who can use technology better? How one person had a sword made out of wood and another one made out of steel. Who's fighting that? Who's winning that? Then the steel went against the iron, and then eventually the iron went against cannons and guns. So it's always a person that has the most advanced technology that will win any single war that is put before them. We are now in the era of AI, artificial intelligence. You can either sit and point and cry and say this is unfair, this is unreal, this is a lie, it's a scam, it's evil. Or you can just sit and learn this technology and keep it so that you can have it in your favor. Where, God forbid, if someone does decide to use this technology for bad, at least you know how to combat that bad with good. And that's the memo.